So today the name of our experiment is determination of hardness of water using complexometric titration. So first of all, as we are determining the hardness, we need to know what is the reason behind hardness. The reason behind hardness is the presence of calcium and magnesium ion in the water. So our main motivation will be to calculate what is the cumulative amount of calcium and magnesium ion. So first what we are going to do, we are going to take a hard water sample. So we are going to take the hard water sample in a conical flask. So for that we need to pipette out 25 ml of the hard water. Next, we are using one standard solution in our titration experiment. The standard solution is EDTA solution. Next, EDTA is a ligand, and in our water there is the presence of calcium and magnesium ion. So we want calcium and magnesium to form a complex with the EDTA. That's why the name of the titration is complexometric titration. So first we need to create an environment for the formation of the complex. That's why we are adding a buffer that contains ammonium hydroxide and ammonium chloride. What is the function of the buffer? To maintain a pH of 10.5 to 11.5 so that the formation of calcium EDTA complex is stable. So till now 25 ml of hard water is taken, and then we have added 10 ml of the buffer solution, which is made of ammonium hydroxide and ammonium chloride. Next, we are adding one indicator. The indicator is adiochrome black tea. So when we added the indicator, the color of the solution becomes wine red. Why the color is wine red? Because calcium forms a complex and magnesium forms a complex with the indicator, that is calcium EDTA complex and magnesium EDTA complex. As a result, the color of the solution becomes wine red. Now we are going to start the titration. So in the burette, we have taken standard solution of EDTA. So drop wise we are going to add EDTA solution in the conical flask. So here when we add EDTA in the conical flask, there exists calcium and magnesium EDTA complex. So it is going to react with EDTA. As a result, calcium and magnesium EDTA complex is formed and free indicator is coming out. That means a one type of replacement reaction is happening. Now, when we are coming to the end point, at the end point what happens? All the calcium EDTA and magnesium EDTA complex are converted into calcium EDTA and magnesium EDTA complex. So these two complex are colorless, but the free indicator which is coming out, that is EBT, at that pH its color is clear blue. That's why our end point is represented via color change from wine red to clear blue. So when we get the switch of color from wine red to clear blue color, we are going to stop the titration because this is going to be our end point. So our next step will be how to prepare the EDTA solution. That I am going to show through demo. So first we need to prepare the standard EDTA solution. So we need to weigh out the EDTA. See here, ma'am has introduced the EDTA in a small bottle and she is taking the weight of the EDTA filled bottle. The weight is 14.596. The weight is 14.596. Next, again we are taking the weight of the empty bottle. The weight of the empty bottle is 11.355. So, if we subtract 14.596 from 11.355, if we do the subtraction, we'll get what is the amount of ED2A transferred into the 250 ml volumetric flask. So to dissolve EDTA, we are adding 5 ml of ammonia solution. So madam is adding 5 ml of ammonia solution. Next, we are going to fill, show the mark. So we are going to fill water up to this mark. Madam is showing the mark. That mark represents the 250 ml mark. So here now we are adding water and try to mix the EDTA. So here we are adding water to mix the EDTA, to dissolve completely the solid EDTA salt. So up to this we have filled the EDTA. Now we are going to mix it completely. So now we have to do the volume makeup up to 250 ml. So in the burette we have already taken some amount of water and we are going to do the volume makeup slowly by the addition of water. So up to 250 ml we have added water. So now we are going to mix the solution thoroughly to make the solution to complete the preparation of standard EDTA solution. So this way we have to mix the solution very nicely. So this is all about the preparation of standard EDTA. So this is our burette and we are going to add 4 to 5 ml of EDTA solution for rinsing the burette. So madam is rinsing the burette very nicely. So this rinsing is very important before pouring the solution inside the burette. So now we are going to add the standard EDTA solution and complete the filling of 50 ml. So we have taken little extra, so we are going to throw out. But first we have to make sure that inside this portion there should be no air gap. So now 50 ml mark is complete in the burette. Next we are going to start the main titration method. So first we need to pipette out 25 ml of hard water solution. So first we are rinsing the pipette with the hard water solution. So rinsing is over. Now we are going to pipette out 25 ml of the hard water solution. So here 25 ml of solution is pipetted out and poured into the conical flask. Next, we are going to add 10 ml of buffer solution. So we are going to add the 10 ml buffer solution by using one test tube. Next, we are going to add the indicator. 5 drops of indicator are added and see the color has changed to wine red color. Now we are going to start the titration process. Drop wise we are adding the EDTA solution. And we have to sharply observe the what is going to be our end point, that is wine red to clear blue color change. We have to observe by the addition of a 1 drop of EDTA solution. So we are now very close to the end point, and now we have got the end point. See, the color has changed from wine red to clear blue. So this is going to be our end point. That means we need to stop the titration. We understand how to calculate the concentration of EDTA. So as we take the weight of the bottle filled EDTA, that is coming as 14.596 gram. Then we transferred the EDTA into the volumetric flask and took the weight of the empty bottle. The weight of the empty bottle is 11.355. So what is the transfer? What is the transfer EDTA in the volumetric flask? That is 3.241. So the concentration of the EDTA will be 3.241 divided by molecular weight of EDTA multiplied by 4. So as a whole it is coming 0.01 molar. Next, so as we have seen our titration data, volume of consumed EDTA for titration is 10 ml as we have observed. So that's why we are going to apply one formula, VANA is equals to VBND. The left hand side is for the unknown, that is our hard water. Right hand side is for the known, that is the standard solution information. So standard solution titration data is 10 ml, that's why I took 10. What is the concentration of EDTA? The concentration of EDTA we have calculated 0.01, so I have put here. So what is the volume? What is VA? The volume of the hard water solution, that is taken to be 25. So we can calculate out the concentration of hardness. That means what is the concentration of calcium and magnesium ion. Next, hardness is expressed with respect to calcium carbonate. This is taken as standard. So I can see that concentration of hardness means concentration of calcium carbonate. So as we know from the definition of molarity, 1000 ml 1 molar solution contains calcium carbonate is equals to 100 gram. We express hardness in ppm unit, that is parts per million. So 10 to the power 6 ml. What is our concentration of the calcium carbonate? 0.04. So it will come as 100 multiplied by 0.04. So 1000 will come in the denominator and 10 to the power 6 will come in the numerator. So this is going to be our hardness of water.